In this video, I'm going to show you how to grant access to people in your business portfolio. Now, the two things, if you want to grant access to people, first you have to make sure you're on the right page. You can find this when you go to business.facebook.com and ensure that you're logged into the account that has access to that business portfolio that you want to grant access to. So first thing is, if you want to grant a person access to your business portfolio, you're going to click on people. When you click on people, you would click invite people, and then you put in the email address of the person that you want to grant access to. Press enter. No, well, I already have access, so I'm just going to think of a random email that I want to grant access to. And it's going to ask you if you want temporary access. Temporary access, what this means is you get an option to select a date when the access would it means that they would have an expiry date for when they would no longer have access to your business portfolio. If that's what you want to do, then you want to put a date where saying I only want them to have access for 24 hours, or I only want them to have access for a week. You select that, whatever duration of time you want them to have access to, you're able to select that. If you don't want them to have temporary access and you just want them to have access for as long as you allow, you have to understand that you would always have an option to remove anyone's access at any time. But if you don't want it to go off by default, you can just leave that on. And next thing you want to do is you want to click on next. Now, this is a point where you choose what access level you want to give. Do you want them to have access to everything? When they have access to everything, that means they can make changes that you can make as well. They can remove people, they can add people. They have full control of your conversions, your data sets, pixels, and the rest. So if it's just basic access that you want them to have, I would recommend that you only give full control to people that you trust. Let's say a business that is doing some work for you, or a part of someone that's a part of the company that you trust, maybe a new owner, maybe a co-owner. Yes, that you can give them access. So you decide. And then you want to go to next. And then here you want to make sure that you select the pages. So if you want them to have access to multiple pages, then you have to select all the pages. If you want them to have access to just a particular page that you have, if you have one page, you're just going to see one page. If you manage multiple pages like we do in the business, you have multiple pages and you just want to select which page that you want these people to have access to. When let's say I click on this, and you want to select what access do you want? What do you want them to be able to do? If it's a social media content creator or something, whoever's managing your social media pages, but not your ads, then you might want to select contents and leave out ads. If it's a case where they're managing everything, then you want to select everything. This one allows people to be able to, change into how you log into Facebook, and you're able to switch to a page. If you want them to be able to use that feature, then you want to give them the business tools on Facebook. If you don't want them to do that, then you want to just independently, you want to just independently select where you want them to, what properties or what assets that you want them to have access to. So you decide. In this case, if it's just ads, I'm just going to select ads. I don't need to give them partial access to anything. Always ask and know what the person wants to do. Whatever you know, or what you know that they want to do or help you accomplish, it gives you a better understanding of what kind of access you need to grant to them. Now, don't click next after you do this, unless the only thing you want to grant access to is pages. If you want to grant access to your ad account, you have to go into them one by one before you click on next. The ad account, select the ad account, select what permission you want them to have. Okay, I just want them to create and edit my ad mockups. Okay, I just want them to manage my campaign. You decide. It's all in your control. So catalogs, you have to do the same thing. Select what catalog you want them to have access to. If you have apps, do the same. If you have pixels, yes, you want to give them access to the pixels. Whatever it is that you have, you want to grant them access to this as well. So once you're done clicking on everything, only then should you click on next, and then you send the invitation. I'm not going to send the invitation for the purpose of this video, but after you're done deciding what you want to grant access to, you click on next.